Pushing off my sneakers to the ground, I do not jump, I move the earth down, bear witness to
I wonder if I
the
am
genius
live
of my
on
sound.
LinkedIn.
Born at the bottom, but now I'm top down. Look, I'm started swagger. I slip through time zones like a looking dagger. Mad movies of a chain, you name up a list. Baby girls at my baby dishes and bed on my champagne. That's right, 6 speakers in my back pocket, and that's right, 1 million in my safe deposit. That's right, I'm trill all day. On my way to a million, stay real all day, man. I rejaded the game plan. Scoop up your girl and she's getting the spray tan hot. And it was easy as that. Just a few lines of game and we out to the back. I got a black whip, take it to the streets in the summer. Heat the bass turned up, ladies on this hot beat. Can't touch me like Kanye Ghost. You wanna try me? Come to my coast. I'm an East Side boy, and the sweat don't play. I leave mad joints, got fit, nothing to say. And I'm a mad rich kid, nothing to pay. Sharp something, cookie up like a bitch renee. I'm a bird on a wire, singing songs into a fire. You can hear my sweet fire till the moment I retire, but I'm still so young, so I gotta go far. Since I can stop after 16 bars, I'm playing up. I'm wilding out. I'm leaning in. I'm leaning in. Pushing off my sneakers to the ground, I do not jump, I move the earth down. Bear witness to the genius of my sound. Born at the bottom, but now I'm top bound. Holy on the mic when I spit coffee father. Spirit of the king, I take like marauder. Hate the sun, I hate me, worth $1. Don't cry to me, you're a baby, you're a dollar. Damn that nuts, beast mode, the deep, them chicks, and he quite possibly the best of all time. Kill with the rhyme, that's what they say. Go read my biography. This is where I get real quick. Nuts deeper than the sea where the water is thick. Darkness falls, but I will rise.
Shout out to Black Lives Matter. All right, we're getting ready to start the broadcast today. This is, before I even get started, let me ask you a quick question. Are you looking for a solution, an idea? Are you looking for an answer? I want to welcome you to this broadcast. This is number 129. No longer Sunday Night Alive Power Hour. This is Solutions and Answers live with Santos Rolon Jr. Live and interactive with Santos Rolon Jr. This is episode number 129. We're going to be here probably 30 to 45 minutes. And I'm excited to be here. This is what we're going to do on this broadcast. I want to give away one of our books completely free to you. You got to hang out to the towards the end of the episode because I'm going to pick one person on here that interacts with me, that challenges me, that is willing to ask me some questions. And all I'm going to need is your email to send you an e-copy of the Little Red Book. Okay, number one. That's one thing that I want to do before we get started. As I said, again, this is episode number 129. We're going to be here for just 30 to 40 minutes. That's going to go by very quick. I want to offer you another free gift. If you haven't subscribed, if you have not Soldier Scribe to our weekly emails, I want to invite you to Soldier Scribe. In fact, I'll have the link on there in a little bit, and you're going to get a free downloadable e-gift. I'm going to recommend that you download that gift and take advantage of it. It's completely free. All right. Those are two things we're going to be doing on every broadcast. I want to see if I can give away a book. It might be my book. It might be my partner's, Coach Cephas's book, or it might be a journal. All right. And again, I'm always going to offer the free gift when you sign up to our weekly emails. I'm encouraging you, if you want to find solutions and you want to find answers, I'm in the same boat with you, okay? Just because I'm here doesn't mean that I have it all together 100%. Believe me, I am a seek myself because it is getting harder out there, my friends, my fellow soldiers. It is getting much more difficult for us to go forward in life. We really, really need to become more creative and imaginative, okay? we're going to share just a little bit, but I really want to take your questions. I really want to be challenged because I want to know what's going on. I want to grow, right? I have to find, I have to connect the dots myself. All right, so those two things out of the way. Let me turn this music down, this clean rap music that I found today. Jingle punks, top down, hip hop. Pretty good here. I'm actually getting into this. Okay, today's proverb. Today's proverb is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. All right, I love that. I repeat that affirmation to myself every day. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. All right. So I'm going to invite you, those of you that are here, I'm going to invite you to interact with me. There's a couple of things that I do want to share. Bring to mind to help you find a solution, to help you find an answer. Is that why you're here? Let's not waste our time, right? A shout out here to, we have a few people, Slow CZ, or slow, maybe slow and slow and successful. Declare me the winner already. I like that. All right, Black Lives Matter. All lives matter, my friend. All lives matter. So I would agree with that. Yes. Shout out. Do you have a question for me? Slow CZ, where are you from? Where are you from? By the way, I may shut down, depending if I get the interaction that I want to see happen here on this broadcast. I may shut down the operation and go back to 7 p.m. tonight. I will do it. I'm experimenting with time because I want to really engage with those of you that want to engage. This program is not for everybody. Not everybody is looking for change. Not everybody is looking for better. Not everybody is looking for transformation. There's a couple of individuals that are looking for it. I'm looking for it. And that's what this program is really for. It's for you if you truly want to just dedicate just a little bit of your time to finding solutions, to finding something that's going to help take your life, your business, whatever it is that you've got going on to that next level. So that's why we're here. All right. I like that. Declare me the winner. All right. We're here. We're waiting. We've got a few people that are coming on. In the meantime, I'm just going to hold back a little bit. I don't really want to share too much. I got a question. How do you battle addiction? That's a great question. How do I battle addiction? Today, I battle addiction with precision. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to handle your addiction? If indeed I don't handle my addiction, I actually crush my addiction. That's what my mindset is today. If that makes sense to you. I don't really want to handle addictions. I don't really want to try manipulate addictions. Because we all have addictions of one sort or another. We do. I know I still do. In fact, there might be addictions in my life that I haven't even found yet. But what do I want to do with these addictions? I want to crush them. I am going to crush them. Yes. How do you do that? Well, you have to start somewhere. There has to be a beginning. And when you begin very effectively and precisely, imagine going and getting a surgery and having a doctor work on you with shaky hands. Can you imagine that? You need heart surgery, right? And you show up at the doctor, you show up at the hospital and the doctor's there and you meet Dr. Who. Oh, this is Mr. Dr. Who. And he goes to shake your hand and he says, whatever your name is, welcome to the hospital. I look forward to really helping you, right? I think you're going to think twice about that doctor. And that's how we work our lives sometimes. We work our addiction like that, right? We're not really getting to it. We're not really grabbing a hold of it. We're just kind of playing around with it. I don't want that. I don't want that. Hopefully that answers your question. Maybe I should ask you, Slow CZ, what is it? What kind of an addiction are you referring to? Are you referring to a gambling addiction? Are you referring to something else? Because that will also determine how you handle your addiction. It, you know, you have we have to really today more than ever we have to really think about what we're doing. We have to think about who we are and where we're going, what we're allowing into our lives. We can't afford to allow just anything into our lives anymore. Sometimes I'll listen to a song and it's probably music that maybe I've heard before, but now I'm beginning to listen to some of the lyrics, some of the words. And if you're not careful, when you listen to music, the lyrics and the words can get into your subconscious. And you know, when something gets into your subconscious, it can actually affect, it will affect your behavior. Whatever rules in your subconscious will display in your behavior. Hopefully that answers. We've got a few people that are here. I'm going to wait again a little bit longer here. Just play some music. Again, we're looking for solutions. We're looking for ideas. That's what I'm looking for. I come to this program every Sunday. Again, I might be here. If depending on the activity that I get, I may close it down and then go to 7 p.m. But I come here to this program to grow. I come here to this program to challenge myself. I don't come here just to entertain people. I don't come here to win a popularity contest because it's just, that's not what it's about. You know, America's Got Talent. They're into the popularity thing. America's Voice, right? These programs that are on the internet, they're seeking popularity. They want to get millions and millions of views because that's how they make money. I want to get millions of views also, but that's not for, just making lots of money. It's all about serving other people, serving people. So do you think addiction causes mental illness? It really depends on the type of addiction. Where does mental illness come from? Where does mental illness come from? Now, I'm not a doctor and I'm not here to try to diagnose or treat any type of mental illness. I am a certified life coach, but I'm not a psychiatrist or counselor of that nature. Mental illness for me, this is my observation about where mental illness comes from. Okay. This is my observation. I believe that mental illness is something that we have a seed of. We have a little bit of when we're born. It's already in us. So something triggers that seed as we begin to grow. Some type of an experience triggers that seed to grow. And then as you get older, you begin to develop the signs, the behavior of somebody that has mental illness. Or we know that an accident, an overdose, some kind of a trauma can actually cause mental illness. So there's really a lot of, it's like a buffet, right? There's all kinds of different plates there. And what really is important is that you and I should be able to diagnose what's going on in our lives. I was talking to my mother recently about some visits to her doctor. She's 76 years of age. And I said, Mom, do you trust every single thing that the doctor tells you? Or should you be more concerned about you knowing your body and knowing you as an individual? Because listen, if you don't know your body and you don't know who you are as an individual, and you walk into a hospital, you can meet Dr. Who with the shaky hand and trust your life in him. I mean, would you go and do a surgeon Here's Doctor Who. I'm going to be your surgeon. I'm going to operate on that heart of yours. Nice to meet you, so-and-so. Doctor Who, I don't know if you're really qualified to do the surgery. Where am I going with all of this? So hopefully that answers a little bit. Laura, welcome to the episode number 129. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? Are you seeking something? Or you have an observation? I want to thank Slow Ceasy for interacting with me. I appreciate the questions. You know, questions, let me share this with you. I learned this by going to school. I didn't know this. I wasn't born with this. I wasn't taught this while I was younger. This wasn't taught to me in the military. Asking questions will lead to transformation. Asking questions is part of mind, mouth, power. You hear me talking about this quite a bit. Mind, mouth, power connection. Laura says, we need help with gambling or suffer gambling. Well, what we need help with is something that I was going to talk about earlier. And we have a few minutes left on the broadcast since we have a few people here. What's really important is the power of vision. The power of vision. You see, we're all seeking solutions. We're all seeking answers of one form or another. We're seeking an answer. We're seeking we have a problem and we have ideas and that's what we're really looking for. Vision is what will solve your problem. But how do you obtain the vision? How do you obtain those things? What is it that you should be doing as an individual to be able to achieve these victories? Well, we're all different. We're all different. You have experiences in your life. And honestly, I don't know what it would take for you. I don't know. I mean, I share information. You could use a book. You can use a video. Maybe you can meet a friend. There's a lot of ways that we can basically begin to improve and develop a vision. There's a lot of ways, but you have to find your way that works special with you. Because if you don't find that way, I'll tell you what, the other vision, well, think about it. Where are you in life right now? Where are you in life right now? Right now, if you can actually see where you are right now, take a minute with me right here and just stop and think, where are you? What comes to your mind? Okay? If that vision is more prominent to you than where you need to go, then what needs to happen? Right? My fellow soldier, you're moved by something that you have up here. You're moved by that. We've got a few other people. I want to invite you to, if you have a question. Let me see here. Good afternoon, James. Hey, welcome, James. Glad to have you here. So, how do you define gambling in your own way? I'm not sure what you're asking here. How do you define gambling? What is gambling? What constitutes gambling? I'm not too sure. Maybe you can break your question down. Because I'll tell you how I define gambling right now. I define gambling as a bunch of bullshit. That's how I define gambling. I define it as a bunch of bullshit, lies, deception, and darkness. It's a cobweb. It is a very, very intricate cobweb. And, have you ever looked at cobwebs? You think that they're not very strong. There's cobwebs that are so strong that can hold, these insects and things, they get trapped in there. And I don't like spider webs. I mean, I'll like a spider web if I'm walking through the park and I see it on a bush somewhere. It's fine there. I don't want to walk into my garage and see heavy duty cobwebs or spider webs. Our lives are like that. Gambling and addiction is like a cobweb. Once you get in there, once you get stuck in there, it is challenging to get out. It is, but nevertheless, you can get out. You can get away. It's a matter of using mind mouth power. I love saying that. It's a matter of using mind mouth power, and you have it. You have all it takes. You have it. It's all there. Maybe you haven't discovered it yet. Laura says everyone is going nuts. Where is everyone? Yeah. Uh, Hopefully, I've answered your question, Slow, CZ. And by the way, where are you from? If you don't mind me asking, where are you from, Slow CZ? I'd like to know where you're from because I've seen you on the broadcast before, and I really want to interact with those of you. Listen, I want to really build relationships with people. I really want to connect with people because we're all hurting in some way. My fellow soldier, my friend, we're all hurting in some way. And we cannot be so proud to say, you know what? I don't hurt. I got it all together. My business is fine. My income is coming in like, like rain on the East Coast. My fellow soldiers, my friends, we really need to start thinking about where we are in life. And we need to be, you know what we need to do? We need to be teaming up with others that are helping us. We need to share resources. That's what this program is really all about. It's not about me getting up here trying to impress people, man. I can motivate you. I can preach. I can inspire you. But what happens when you leave this program? What happens when you get tempted? What happens when you're driving down the street and you see that billboard? What happens then? You know what? Soldier of self-mastery, hopefully he'll pop up on your shoulder and say, hey, you can do this, man. You can overcome. I can. You can. But it doesn't happen like that most of the time, right? It's you. It's Slow ZZ talking to Slow ZZ. It's Laura talking to Laura. It's James talking to James, right? And if you're talking to yourself, where's that talk coming from? Your vision. You are who you think you are. You are who you declare you are. I am free from gambling, and I've crushed a lot of addictions in my life because I started calling myself a soldier of self-mastery. Would you believe that? Simply by changing a few words and relabeling myself. Instead of calling myself a loser, instead of calling myself a problem gambler, instead of calling myself those things, instead I said, I'm going to call myself soldier of self-mastery and see what happens 6 months of saying that to myself. I'm going to call myself philosopher of everyday victorious living, and I'm going to see what that does for me in 6 months or a year later. Let me share something with you. It's hard for me to wake up in a bad mood. Very, very hard. Very hard. It is very difficult for me to wake up in a bad mood. Why? Because of these tools that I've used that I'm sharing with those of you. Vision. I've created a new vision. Man, you know what my vision was? My vision that I used to have, that I used to walk around with was, in fact, I didn't really have a vision. I didn't have one. I wanted something. I knew that, it's funny. I wanted something. I've been living in this world and I knew that I wanted something. I knew that I was destined for something. I wasn't destined to break my fingers moving furniture, 16 hours a day. That's not what I wasn't destined to go work for Sears for 11 years. Of course, they fired me. They let me go. They changed up things. And what are you here for? What are you here for, my fellow soldier, man? Come on, interact with me. James, what's going on? Good to see you, James. Slow Zizi did not answer my question. That's all right. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to put anybody down. I'm here to be honest with people. I'm here to be transparent. I'm here to be an example that if I can win every single day over my mindset, you can do the same thing. And then you can show other people how to do that. Isn't that cool? That's fantastic, man. When you can break through in your own life and then show somebody else how to do it. Oh, man. We've got a few minutes left on this program. We got a few minutes left. I will be back here at 7 p.m. I'm going to try again at 7 p.m. Another live and interactive solutions and answers with Santos Rolon Jr. Man, I love that. I love that. Solutions and answers live and interactive with Santos. Are you looking for something? What are you looking for? What is it that you're looking for? You know, you might be trying to open up a safe and you have like a 4-number combination system. You've got a 4-number combination system and you're trying to open that safe in your life, whatever it is. And you've got like 3 combination numbers already. 3. You need the 4th one. Maybe this program would be the 4th one for you today. Wouldn't that be cool? Get into that safe. You open up that door. What's in that safe that you want to get out? What is in there that you want to? Maybe you want to change something in that safe. Maybe you want to change something. You want to replace something. You want to get some. There's something in there that you want to take out. All you need is the 4th combination number. Mind, mouth, power. Believe. Believe. Do you have to believe in order to see something? Or do you have to see something in order to believe? I'm African living in Japan. My son is getting ready to be going to Okinawa pretty soon, I believe. He's in the U.S. Marines. He's getting ready to leave to Okinawa. By the way, I've been to Japan. I was there for just a very, very little period of time. Very, very, very nice. I think I might have eaten some soup when I was in Japan back in the 1985, 86, I believe, 84. Thank you for sharing, Slow CZ. Okay, my friends, we're coming down to the end of the wire. I said this was going to be a 30-minute program, possibly 45. I am seeking questions. I am seeking challenges. I'm going to pick one person at the end of this program. I'm going to pick one person, and you're going to receive a copy of the Little Red Book free. The only thing I'm going to need is your email. It's going to be an e-version, okay? It's going to be a digital version of the Little Red Book. All I'm going to need is your email. I'm going to pick somebody here in the next few minutes. By the way, also my second gift to you, if you're here and you haven't soldier scribed to our weekly emails, I'm going to encourage you to soldier scribe to our weekly emails. Here is the link. Here is the link that you can sign up at. Okay, and you're going to get a free gift, a free downloadable gift that you can use. And I'm going to encourage you to use those free gifts, because if you don't use them, how are you going to keep your light shining brighter? Answer that question for yourself. How are you going to keep, maybe you have other sources. And if you do, I salute you. Okay, we're talking about free. We're talking about a free, wonderful gift from Soldiers of Self-Mastery. And what else did I want to do here? Okay. I want to take you on a short, we are here at the end of the hour, but I want to take you just on a short journey, a really short journey, if you will. If you hang tight with me, I want to take you on a short journey, okay, here in a few minutes. And so I am going to declare Slow CZ the winner. Slow CZ, I'm going to send me your email address, okay? My partner, Coach Cephas, will be emailing you. All you got to do is go through soldiersofselfmastery.com and send me your email, and my partner, Coach Cephas, is going to send you an e-version of the Little Red Book, all right? Next episode, next program, I'll be doing another giveaway, all right? Might not be my book, might be my partner's book. But anyways, I want to give you something to take with you, something that you can read, something that you can use. That's going to help you elevate help you find faster, more permanent, right? Man, I'm fired up because it's difficult. It's challenging. And like I said, you may see me here behind the screen. Let me tell you, I have my fair share of challenges, my friends. Fair share. Building a dream is not for the faint of heart, especially in this time that we're living in. It is not for the faint of heart. That's why if you have a dream that you want to build, let me tell you something, you need to make sure that you put your full armor on, because it's not going to be a cake. It's not going to be a walk in the park, like they say. It's not going to be a cakewalk. So I see we've got a few people joining in. Auto Magic, welcome to episode number 129. So Slow CZ, you've got the book, my friend, living in Japan. All you got to do is send me an email and I will forward you that. And I'm getting ready to, I want you to think about something here. I'm going to be here for just a few more minutes, and then I'm going to be back here at 7 p.m. Okay? I want to see what the best time is for us to reach folks that want something. Man, listen, you got to want something if you're coming to this broadcast. Do not walk away empty-handed. Please do not walk away empty-handed. Share these broadcasts with somebody that you know, somebody that you believe these broadcasts can help. Okay? Maybe they might be the winner of the next book. Or who knows? Or maybe a 45-minute self-discovery session with me. Well, I'm going to help you break through something in your life if you want. All right. I'm listening to a little bit of some clean rap music. We're going to be ending here soon. This is Jingle Pinks. Non-copyright music, because I can't use copyrighted music. I don't have that ability yet. Top Down. It's pretty good. Non-copyrighted, kind of digital music, clean lyrics. None of that foul language stuff that I use sometimes. So it's good. I like it. We got a few more people. Listen, we're going to be here for just a few more. If you have a question or you want to let me know where you're from, you have an observation, maybe you want to donate to Soldiers of Self-Mastery. I'm encouraging folks to donate $15 a month. Sponsor us. $15 a month is going to get you the physical copy of the Little Red Book, plus a free coaching session with me. $300 value, my friend. Yes, $300 value, and there's more bonuses. Actually, no, that's GABA. I'm mixing myself up. If you get the GABA, then you got a coaching session and a lot of bonuses. I think the GABA right now is like $60 or something. It's a steal. If you're struggling with gambling and you want a really effective tool, it's like 60-something bucks, my friend. Send me a message, Soldiers of Self-Mastery, or you can go to soldiersofselfmastery.com and you can see the GABA, and you can purchase it and download it. It's yours for life. when we upload videos and new material into that system, into that platform, you have access to it. You've got a downloadable curriculum with questions that are going to help guide you. You've got like 8 or 9 videos. They're very short videos. They're not long videos. Those videos will take you through a process of redirecting your mind, helping you with your vision, helping you with your finances, helping you with triggers, helping you with temptations, helping you develop what is it? Even if you need ways to develop more money, there's even bonus material in there that can help you, give you ideas. That's what the Gambling Addiction Breakthrough Academy is all about. So it's all there. It's all there for you. No excuses. So here's the trip that I want to take you on, since I don't have, by the way, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to you. Think about this with me. If you keep going in the same direction that you're going, if you keep going, if you keep doing what you're doing, where's that going to get you? Where will you find yourself in 2 weeks from today? Doing what you're doing every single day, where's that going to take you? Where will you find yourself 6 months from today, my friend, my fellow soldier? Where will you find yourself? I'm not here to try to tell you what to do. I'm sharing, because the truth is that the only person that can tell you what to do is you. You. So think about what I'm sharing here about where you are in life. You can't go forward. You can't drive a truck. You can't drive a car. You cannot drive a motorcycle or a bicycle if you're looking at the rearview mirror. You can't go forward. You have to have a destination. You have to have vision. That's what needs to happen. Your vision up here is taking you somewhere. Nahil, welcome. Welcome to the, let me see, we've just got a few more minutes left. Like I said, Slow CZ, thank you for interacting with me. I truly appreciate you. And send me your email. You got a book coming. You got a book. You have a book coming, all right? You declared it. See, you spoke it out. You believed it, and it happened. It happened. That's the power of mind-mouth power. Mind-mouth power connection. So it looks like we got a few more people here. I'm going to be back here. Nahil says happy. Thank you. Thank you, Nahil. Appreciate you for sharing that with me. Thank you. Auto Magic. We're going to be back here at 7 p.m. Listen, if you're looking for solutions, if you're looking for answers, if you want to find something, if you didn't find it here on this episode, maybe you'll find it at 7 p.m. with me. Bring a friend. Share this. Help me. I need your help. I really do. I need your help. I need your support. Anybody, $15. If you can do $15 a month to help me support, that's a tax-deductible contribution. $15 a month or more, support this mission. That's what we're here for. All right, that's all I have to say. I will see you at 7. We can never think we got it beat. No matter how long you stay free from gambling, it can creep back up on you at any time. Well, that's a great statement that you're making, Auto Magic. That is a great statement, but I want you to think about something. Okay? Think about. There's two sides to every coin. There are two sides to every coin. You can look at things, you can look at life exactly the way that you're looking at it. And I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to grow with you. You can look at life this way, right? We can never think that we got it beat. No matter how long you stay free from gambling, it can creep back up on you at any time. Sure, I would agree. You're not going to get away from the billboards. You're not going to get away from temptation. You're not going to get away from triggers. You're not going to get away from all of. In fact, you might have some good friends that maybe you can't get away from because they're still gambling. But I'll tell you what you can decree. You can decree and say this over yourself every single morning. I am free from gambling. I have crushed gambling. Okay. Again, this is something that I do because honestly, I will not entertain thoughts of things taking over me. I refuse to entertain any kind of thought that would give me the impression that something can basically come back into my life and take me over. See, I don't entertain those thoughts. I used to, but I don't anymore. And the reason why I don't anymore is because I don't have to. I don't have to entertain those kinds of thoughts. The thoughts that I entertain are the thoughts that I create to help me become stronger. The thoughts that I entertain, I speak. Remember, I'm going to say this a lot. Hopefully you're learning. Hopefully those of you that follow are learning this. Mind, mouth, power. Mind, mouth, power. The moment that you say certain things, and if those things are not really checked or looked at, what happens? You're putting seeds, right? You're putting seeds into your spirit. You're putting seeds into your subconscious. And those seeds will grow. They will produce a harvest. Seeds will grow. They will produce a harvest, right? You plant tomatoes, you're going to get harvest of tomatoes. You plant strawberries, you're going to get some strawberries. Every once in a while, you get insects getting in there, right? You got funguses and different things. You got to get all that stuff out of there. It's the same thing with what's going on here. You have to be precise. So, again, I can't change the way you think, Auto Magic. That's not my job. Is not to try to change the way you think. My job is to be an example and to be a good example. So a lot of stuff that I used to believe, I don't believe anymore. I just don't. I don't believe it. You know what? I stand for truth. I stand for what works in my life. That I know. So thank you for sharing that, by the way, Automagic. James, thank you. My message is valuable. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. I really do. I really do. So we've got a few late stragglers here. This program is scheduled to end at this program is actually scheduled to end at 3:30. I see, and I will go till 45 minutes. So we're at about 3 minutes away. If you have a question, please ask me here. Listen, like I said earlier, I'm seeking solutions. I'm seeking answers myself. I need to generate. I need to build my business. I need to find, I need to make sure that I'm moving everything that I'm doing in the right direction. Whether I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Gig Salad, on lifecoach.com, at soldiersofselfmastery.com. We have a big movement going on. We've got merchandise that we're getting ready to launch our 4th book. We've got a lot going on. Imagine if I just begin to focus on all this bullshit around me. You know what? I will sink in the ocean. My little boat, my yacht, actually my yacht will sink in the ocean. I need to stay forward. I need to keep thinking forward. And all of you need to do the same thing. I don't care if you're successful right now in business. Let me share a little something before I end this broadcast. I've been watching the United States stocks and stocks around the world, some stocks, okay? In particular, I've been keeping an eye on this. I'm also keeping an eye on something called cryptocurrency because, as you know, we are moving into a cashless society. It's kind of obvious. We are moving into a cashless society. Take a look at what's happening in your stores. Take a look at what's happening at the gas pumps. Take a look at what's happening to the parking in the streets. You can no longer use change. You can no longer use dollars. It's becoming a cashless society. The United States is not doing well financially right now. I've been watching stocks for probably about 3 months now. Actually, I've been watching stocks longer than that, but really focused on money. especially in the US, because that's where you and I live. Let me tell you something. The stocks, the US stock market, the US dollar, the financial system is very, very shaky right now. Very shaky. And that's not just speculation. Look at the stock market, study the finances, dig deeper into what's going on. My friends, there's a big trend taking place right underneath our noses. In fact, I was sharing this with Jim. Cryptocurrency and the blockchain is in full power in many areas of the world. Bank of America, Chase Morgan, Swiss Bank, all of these huge conglomerates are using cryptocurrencies, and they're using the blockchain to do transactions. Why? Because it makes them money. Well, why don't you have access? Why don't I have access to this? I bank with Bank of America. I've been with them for several years now. Why don't they give me the opportunity to use cryptocurrency like they're using it? Think about that. It's the higher ups that are gaining profit right now during this down economy. And guess what? You and I can also profit from this also. But you have to know what you're doing. You have to know who it is that you get involved with. And the biggest profit today that's being done, not through real estate, I believe. I mean, real estate's being sold, but the biggest earnings, the most money, people are flipping cryptocurrencies. They're flipping just like we flip houses, just like we flip baseball cards, just like we flip domain names on the internet. People are making millions and millions of dollars flipping cryptocurrency. And guess what? Are we being... every once in a while we hear a little bit about it. The banks ain't going to tell you why. They're in it for profit. They're way ahead of us. When they have accumulated everything that they need, then they'll probably begin to share some of these things. By then, you know what? This trend will be completely gone. The digital system will be in the economy. People will have to transition in some form, in some way. I don't know when this is going to completely happen totally, but it is happening right now. That's all I wanted to share with those of you that are here. Listen, I'm seeking answers. I'm seeking direction. I have a business I have to build. I have clients that I have to bring into my... I have bills and all these things. So I need all these solution and answers myself. And that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit more of maybe on the next. I might even bring in a couple of business owners that deal specifically with business, new business, and where we're headed. I might bring some of that into the broadcast. What participated the IGRA of 1988 wrecked many people and homes. It's happening right now. The banks foreclosing on people's properties and homes. And guess who's getting that? The government. You have a mortgage that you're paying? Again, we're not going to live in fear. We have to live above fear. You and I, we must really, really tap into our imagination and really seek the best direction for our business and for our jobs and for our lives. We have to, because if not, we're going to be swept away with all of the confusion, all of the lies, all of the propaganda that is being brought through the airwaves today. It's happening. People are being brainwashed. In fact, I was talking to this nurse today. I was talking to this nurse earlier today. He told me that his family's leaving Los Angeles because their neighborhood has gotten so violent. So he's having family moving from Los Angeles come down this way. And he was expressing fear. He's a big guy, tattooed. He's a nurse. He works at where my father. And he's expressed something to me like, you know, there's a lot going on. More than meets the eye. And if we're too proud, if you and I are too proud, if we think that we have it all together, if we think that we don't need to learn or find a solution for something, guess what? You've already lost the battle, my friend. You've lost the battle. You can't stay there. Mind, mouth, power. This is what it's about. This is what it's about, my fellow friends. Well, it looks like I'm going to be here a little bit longer because the numbers are climbing. So I said I would be here at 7. So let me see. We have Martha. Welcome. Santos in chat. Welcome to the okay. We're going to end here. Thank you again. I'm going to be back here at 7 p.m. Okay, I'm experimenting to see where I can reach the most people here and interact with those of you that are really wanting. I mean, I want to interact with people that are hungry. I want to interact with people that are really looking for something, people that are willing to take notes, people that are really serious about wanting to connect the dots. That's what I'm about. So I'm going to end the program. We're going to be back here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bring a friend, bring yourself, and bring your question if you were late to the program. All right? With that said, my fellow friends, I'm going to play a little bit more of my music here. And I will see you at 7. Let me see. Or should I stay on this feed? If I get some questions, if I get some challenges here, challenge me, folks. Come on. Not everybody in here has it all together. Come on. There's 10 people watching this program. There's got to be somebody in here that needs a solution today. I'm here. That's what this program is about. Shoot. Shoot. Come on. You're welcome, Jim. You're welcome. I'll wait a few more seconds. If not, let me see. Educate us more on online trading. Well, it depends. It depends on what it is that you want to get educated about. I give away free stock here in the United States and in Canada. I've been giving away free stock for the last couple of months. This is one of the reasons why I can tell you that the economy is not doing well, because I've been keeping an eye on stocks and I'm watching stocks. Stocks are struggling. Now, there are a couple of stocks that are moving or staying stable, but most stocks today are not really moving. Most are not. We've been watching this for like 3 months, 2 months. That's not good. That's not good. Now, will they go up? I believe they're going to have to. But here's the thing. The U.S. dollar, the reason why the economy is the way it is because the U.S. dollar, my friends. Countries around the world are pulling away from the U.S. dollar. They're China, Russia, Europe, these countries. Research this and see if it's not true. They're backing off the U.S. dollar because they see eventually going into a digital economy. The euro, the yen, the peso, the dollar, all of those paper money, they're no good. They're not backed up by anything. Well, then how does cryptocurrency work? How does digital currency work? The same way, except it's more effective and it's cheaper to work with. Right now, when you work with a lot of money, with dollars, to send money, to transact with money, it costs a lot of money. And the dollar, you got to have a lot of it. It's very, very heavy. Cryptocurrency is digital. It is sophisticated. It is within a system. Imagine you can send $100,000 to somebody from California to somebody in Russia, right? $100,000, and you can send that money within seconds. Of cryptocurrency money. You can send it within seconds and it would only cost you pennies. Think about that for a moment. How much would it cost you right now to send $100,000 to Russia? In fact, I don't even think you can, honestly. It would be blocked. But you can send cryptocurrency. You have a family member in Russia that is not doing well. They have a phone, they have Wi-Fi, they have an account, they can receive cryptocurrency. And guess what? With cryptocurrency, you can buy. You can buy real estate. You can buy cars. You can buy food. It's happening, folks. That's where we're going. That's what I've been thinking about more of lately myself. And this is what's happening, folks. This is the reality of where we are. It's not about Black Lives Matter. That's true. Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. But it's not about that. It's not about racism. It's not about the police. It's about where we're going. It's about what's really happening underneath wraps, right underneath our noses. Bank of America. I bet you, maybe one of you guys knows this because I shared this with you. Bank of America, Bank of America has over 80 patents in the blockchain. What? Yeah. What does that mean? That means that they're buying up space. That means that they're buying up the future. They're getting ahead of a lot of people. That's what's going on. Once the blockchain is in full operation, it's going to be a better system for everybody. It's going to be a very tight system. It's going to be a system of securities, of checks and balances. That's why all these big companies are heading that way. When I started thinking about Bitcoin and stuff like that, cryptocurrency, about 11 years ago, there was about 3,000 cryptocurrencies in the world. It was 3,000. It's about 10 years ago. Guess how many cryptocurrencies there are today? And a lot of them are in full operation. 55,000, my friend. 55,000. Where are we going? If it was 3,000 and today it's 55,000, where are we going? Think about it. Think about it. Yeah, that's where we're at. Hey, Michael, welcome to the program. We've got a few people, so I guess I'm going to hang tight here for just a little bit more. Michael, welcome to this broadcast. Man, you guys are really pushing me. I was supposed to end at 4:30, and here we are going over overtime. Do you have a question for me? If you have a question for me, I'd love to answer. That's what this is about. I want to be challenged. Challenge me. Please, please, please challenge me. I don't want to be here looking pretty. I don't want to be here preaching to the choir. Earlier on this broadcast, I was talking about vision. You're not going forward, or maybe you're at stalemate because you don't have a vision. You don't have a vision. Keep coming to this program. Come to the Friday broadcasts. Watch the videos that we have on our playlists at Soldiers of Self-Mastery YouTube channel. And watch 1-2 videos till you get what you're looking for. If you haven't found it, what else do you have? What else do you have? There might be something better, right? In fact, I was thinking about this earlier. Is there another program right now live that you can actually go to and get help for some of your deepest and darkest problems? Is there a program right now live? I don't know. I don't know of one, but I know I'm alive and I'm here. So, let me see. Have you ever been to a GA meeting? I don't know if I've ever been to a Gamblers Anonymous meeting. I might have. I've been to Alcoholics Anonymous, and I've been to other types of counseling and therapy programs for like family and domestic violence, that kind of stuff. I've been through a lot of these programs. They're great programs. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that goes on there. I just don't agree with a lot of the stuff. They have a good book. I think that they have some good guidelines, but unfortunately, I don't believe that many people are following the guidelines. It's not about, you can't tell people what to do anymore. I'm sharing with you guys. I'm sharing ideas. I'm sharing solutions, but I can't tell you what to do. I can't force you to do. I can give you an idea. I can even share an idea with you, but I can't force you to take action. You have to make it yourself. In other words, my real goal is to help you discover what it is that you need. I don't want to just give it to you. That's not real growth. That's not training. A good coach doesn't do that. A good coach will bring it out from inside of you because you're sharp, you're smart, and you have what it takes. And on top of that, you also have the answers and you have the solutions. They're inside you. They're inside you. Now, that jar that you have that contains all of those goodies, that jar, the lid may be very tight for you. And maybe you can't get that, maybe you can't get that lid off the jar. Maybe that's where I can come in, right? And we can work together. Or you want to get into a box. Earlier, I was talking about a safe. You have a combination. You have 4 numbers that you need. You might have 3 of them. You might be on this program, and who knows, maybe the 4th number will come out of this program for you, and voila, you get into that safe, and you can begin to get access to your goodies, whatever it is that you want to get access to in there, figuratively speaking. All right, we got a few people. Honestly, Martha, no, I'm not making a whole lot. I'm keeping an eye on stocks. Cryptocurrency is staying about the same, but there's more. I'm going to be looking at some platforms, but I just don't get involved with any platform. I'm going to do my research. If I'm going to invest $50 or $100, you better be sure that whatever I'm going to invest in is going to help me. I've been through a lot of losses. I've been burned. I've been ripped off. I've spoken to people on the phone, even through video. And today, let me tell you something. I'm a whole lot smarter than I was. So I'm here to help people. If you're seeking for a way to profit, send me a message. When I find something that you can work with, when I find something that's real that you can plug into, then you can take the risk if you want to take the risk. Make sure it's a well-calculated risk. So thank you, Martha, for that. But I am giving away free stock in the United States. If you want a free stock, and who knows, most of the stocks that I've been giving away, because when I give a stock away, I get a free stock. Most of the stocks that I've gotten have been like $5, $6, but there's stocks that are worth $300. You can hold on to those stocks and then you can sell them. Man, if I give you a free stock and you land on a Microsoft, which is like over $200, man, you hit something big on there, completely free. It's all on a platform that I use. It's completely free. You don't need to pay or anything like that. If you're interested, send me an email, soldiersofselfmastery.com. Let me see. Alberto, welcome to the program. Good to see you. Australian Health Show. He says, I'm hoarse. The Australian Health Show on YouTube. Welcome. Alberto Ortiz. We've gotten a few people that have come on and they've left. Okay. So let me see. I'm not going back to gambling. Very well, Laura. That's good. That's what needs to happen. So Santos, have you been in a situation where everything seems bad to you? That is a great question. Yes. I've been in, there's times that you can begin to panic. And if this is what you're referring to, certain thoughts come to your mind. Why? Because of what you're doing. If you're doing well and you're doing good, generally, you don't really put yourself in bad situations. Now, bad situations can still happen because we live in a world that's not fair. If you're working on yourself every day, you are in control. The goal is to control. The goal is to control your mind. The goal is to control your future to the best of your ability. There are no real guarantees, right? That's the truth. Only guarantee is God himself. That's the only true guarantee is God himself. He's real. We have to work right now. I mean, think about this for a moment. Many people are drowning in debt. Many people are still gambling. They're having problems. There are issues, ATM fees, they didn't pay their bills, all kinds of stuff. And let me see if I can make sense to this. We're in this COVID-19. We've been given money from the government, maybe even handouts. People are getting handouts. And of course, there's a lot of poverty. We're seeing it. There's a lot of pockets of people that are hurting. But we're also receiving. And we have all this time right now to really look at ourselves or to connect with somebody else that can actually help us dissect what's really happening. And most people are not taking advantage of it. There's a few people that are taking advantage of it. I know I am, because this COVID-19, this is it's gonna come to an end, right? We're gonna have to go back out. We're gonna have to work. We're gonna have to interact with people. We're gonna go out and shop. Right now, all of this is being suspended, so it's a time for us to take advantage of what is available for us to become our best. You know, you right now you should be focusing on building your business. What's your business going to be in the future? How is your business going to be conducted? What you're doing right now, how will it be conducted in the future? If you can get that vision in your mind, guess what? You can start operating there. This is so vital, my friends, to use your imagination and your creativity. And there's no excuse for any of us. None. I heard somebody said the other day, well, I don't have time. I literally heard somebody say that. I don't know if they might have said it to me. And you know, I didn't laugh at that. I thought, well, wait a minute, this person doesn't have time, but yet we all have 24 hours a day, right? Most of us are locked in our homes. We really not working regular jobs, except for the people that are out there that absolutely have to be working. And every 2 days we have 48 hours, right? Every 3 days it's 72 hours. So how in the world could you tell me that you don't have time? No, it's that something isn't important to you is really what you want to say. That's what you really want to say. That's not important to me. When people say, well, I don't have time, really what they're saying is, I'm not interested in that. I don't need that. I don't want it. Everybody's second language. I learned that from a detective. All right. Let me see what else is going on here. In Georgia, I'm here. You horse. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Australia. In Georgia, you have to pay all your bills. That's good. That's good that somebody's holding somebody accountable, because we need to be held accountable. Yeah, we need to be held at Santos GA works. You have to work it and paid all your bills one by one. Yes, you can work, Alberto. You can work GA. I'm not saying you can't. For me, it does nothing for me. Okay, GA does nothing for me. Alcoholics Anonymous does nothing for me today, because I think differently. I'm on a whole different train of thinking. Okay, you know, people that break their leg, they need crutches to walk, right? They have to have a cast and they need crutches to walk. You can't break your leg and then expect to walk immediately. Well, GA is like a crutch, okay? There comes a point in your life where you have to not depend on GA. There comes a point in your life where you don't depend on using a book anymore, right? You go to something different. There comes a point in our lives where we don't depend on a video anymore. You know, we watched the video 10 times. We've studied the video. We've analyzed it. We've gotten ideas. We've gotten solutions out of that video. I'm done. I don't need to watch that video anymore unless you want to. I do it. I watch videos. I watch videos, the same videos over and over again. I'm not so proud to say, well, I watched that video already like 50 times. Well, what happens if you watch it the 51st time? More revelation, more motivation, more inspiration. That's me. That's how I work it. That's how I've gotten to where I am today. That's how I've been able to crush gambling for good. And that's why I can say it, because I mean it. And I can back up what I say because I'm pumping into this every single day. You see, the reason why most people can't back up what they say is because they're not pumping into this. They're not. They're just releasing from here. Release, right? But you got to pump. You got to pump. Mind, mouth, power. Mind, mouth, power. All right, my fellow soldiers. It's getting close. Here, how do you define true? Santos People do lie. By the way, people lie at GA all the time. People lie at GA all the time. Believe me. In fact, some people fall into really bad addiction by going to those meetings. Some have, because they get involved with the wrong persons. How do you define true happiness? I'll tell you, man, I love that. I love that question. How do I define true happiness? I define true happiness like this. True happiness is when you are connected with your creator somehow. Somehow you're connected with your creator and you're experiencing new life. You're growing every single day. You're growing every single day. You're growing. You're on a growth. You even have growth pains. If you know children, they grow. They have growth pains. Sometimes it's very hurtful to them. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta experience those growth pains, figuratively speaking, my friend. If you want to be happy, every single day, there's certain things that you can do. For me, I do a bunch of stuff. One of the quickest ways that you can be happy is simply just to put on a smile. That's it. You can put on a smile right now and you can be happy, because you can't be sad with a smile. You cannot be sad with a smile. It doesn't work. You have to frown or smile. In fact, you use more muscles when you frown. You use less muscles when you smile. Smiling more will even prevent wrinkles. It will help you prevent wrinkles on your face. So I work on these things, and it's become a habit to me. I'm addicted to this stuff. I'm addicted to self-mastery. I'm addicted to self-development. I'm addicted to vision building. I'm addicted to writing books. How did I get here? Man, I got here because of listening to other people inspiring me, and writing down ideas. Writing down ideas, my fellow friends. Writing them down. You got to write them down. And then you got to go back and look at them. And you got to, it's like cooking good soup. You put some ingredients, you chop some stuff up. You don't overdo it, but you chop up some good, I like chicken thighs. I love chicken thighs. I don't like the drumsticks and the wings too much in the soup, but I love chicken thighs, right? Sliced up carrots, some really fresh red potatoes, maybe a little bit of ginger, some Spanish Puerto Rican sazon in there, some chicken broth, some celery. Man, we're talking about mixing it all up, and you know how to do it. You know how to do it. Mind, mouth, power. Yes. All right. So hopefully that helps. And happiness is a gift of God. Happiness is a gift of God, but you have to work it. You have to cultivate it. It doesn't just come upon you. Just like change. If you want to stop gambling, what do you have to do? You have to stop gambling. Right? It's that simple. If you want to stop smoking, right? If you want to stop smoking, then you have to stop smoking. Yeah, I know there's a process to it, but you have to start somewhere. You have to make a decision. So thank you. Thank you guys for, I see a little bit of a group here. Let me see if I have, this is fun. This is fun, serious fun. Thank you. Thank you. What do I have here? One more. Do you believe in the... Yes. I believe in the law of attraction. What is the law of attraction? This is my version of it. Okay? My version. You don't have to accept this. My version of the law of attraction is you becoming the best person that you can become presently. You becoming the best person that you can become presently, so that you can attract all of these good things into your life. How do you really attract it has to do with what you're focused on. Because your mind will attract. Your mind will bring things into your life. There's something in your mind that's called the art RAS. It's called the reticular activating system. The reticular activating system, it is something in your mind that when you make up your mind that you want something, it begins to show you pictures. You begin to see things. It's like things that weren't there begin to pop up all of a sudden. That's your reticular activating system. And that is activated when you make a choice, when you make a decision and you really go after something. So that is what I believe is the law of attraction. And it's been put here on the planet Earth by the Creator. It's an invisible law. You can't see it. You can see the effects. Just like the wind, you can't see the wind. Just like gravity, you cannot see gravity. In fact, you can't see electricity either, but you know that those things are real. You know that those things work. That's what the law of attraction is. It's you becoming your very best. It's you becoming your very best. All right, hopefully that answers. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to end the broadcast unless I get another question. We've got a few people. It's been a pretty good turnout, guys. I mean, you guys have challenged me. Have I learned something? Yes, I have. Or learned something. I have learned something today from here. Admit it. Confess it, man. Well, I don't feel like I learned something. You don't go by your feeling. You go by faith. Faith without works is dead. In the book of James, right? In the book of James in the New Testament, we need a relationship with our Creator more than ever. I really do. All right. Well, thank you guys. I think we're going to end here. We are going to end. I'm getting hungry. And then I'm going to be back here at 7. Hopefully, we'll see how many people join us. Because I'm actually, I might do 2 episodes of this program on Sundays, which would be 30-minute episodes, or 1 45-minute episode, either at 4 p.m. or 7 p.m. I love feedback from those of you. I really would. Just feedback. When would be better? Would it be better at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard? Would it be better at 7? Or is there another time that we can come together? Man, I've talked my ear off on this broadcast. I feel like I got cotton in my mouth. How could you use your imagination? Imagine waking up with peace. Imagine waking up and you feel in total control. Imagine that. Imagine what that would be like for you. Waking up tomorrow, waking up Tuesday, waking up Wednesday, and you're in total control. Imagine what that could be for you. The possibilities are endless. It's time for us to band together. All right. Let me see. Set up a timetable for your subscribers. That's what we're doing. You know, this program, 129 episodes I've done of this program. 129 episodes, man. And I've grown in the process. We've lost a few subscribers, but we're gaining some new ones. And listen, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to honestly bribe you guys. It's the truth. Santos, you trying to bribe us? Yes. But how about is there such thing as an honest bribe? Of course there is. right? There's honest bribes. And that's what it's about. Giving something for something in return. Like I said, I'm going to be doing giveaways. I'm going to be doing at least one giveaway and I'll just pick people. I don't want to go through numbers anymore. I'll just pick somebody like Slow Seasy. He's going to send me his email, and he's going to get an ebook version of the Little Red Book. And hopefully you'll take advantage of the Little Red Book and you'll use it. Don't read it. Please don't read it. Don't read it. Use it. Use it. You can open up. There's a couple places where you can take notes. You can write down. There's some good questions in here, by the way. There's some affirmations. I am in charge of how I feel. My possibilities are endless. I am making myself proud. I am regaining all I have lost. I am free from gambling addiction. I am free from self-doubt and filled with self-confidence. Though the storms rage and the wind blows, I will persevere. I will persevere. I am setting a positive mindset and it will go brilliantly. I can, I will, I do, I am. I can, I will, I do, I am. All right. I think that's it. All right, my friends. Thank you, guys. I didn't get any feedback. I will come back at 7. Hopefully I'll get some feedback then. And guess what? I'm going to continue to search for the right time. I'm going to find people that I can help. I'm going to find people that I can actually help them ignite their light. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I am not giving up on my million souls that I want to reach before I leave planet Earth. You can join me. You can be a part of this. Or maybe I can help you ignite and launch your dream and your vision. So 7 p.m., which is about an hour and a half from now, hopefully I'll see you. Bring your questions. And again, this is all about solutions and ideas and answers. Santos Rolon Jr., a.k.a. Soldier of Self-Mastery, of soldiersofselfmastery.com. I'll see you at 7 in a little while, 7 p.m.